Away up in Gorgie at Tynecastle Park.
Good afternoon, my name's Will Pollock. My favourite memory at Tynecastle is Hearts beating Hibs 3-2 the season when they came back up, back in 82-83 I think it was. John Robertson scoring the winner after years and years of torment between our city rivals, the wee team. It was great to get back to winning ways.
My name is Ewan Murray. My favourite Tynecastle memory doesn't actually involve a game. It would be the 17th of May 1998, the day after Hearts won the Scottish Cup. I think because there was no pressure on the Sunday, the players were out on the pitch celebrating the cup win. It was just a wonderful occasion, no pressure or tension like the day before had been. So that's a day that will always stick in my memory certainly.
Can go wrong. Though some say the Rangers and Celtic are grand, the boys in Maroon are the best in the land. We've won the league flag and we've won the League Cup. Though we sometimes go down, we can go back up. Our forwards can score and it's no idle talk. Our defence is as strong as the old Castle Rock. H-E-A-R-T-S. If you can't spell it, then here's what it says. Hearts, hearts.
I just want to spend a few minutes just thanking everyone, not just for being here this morning, but also for the contributions that you've made to the club over the last 12 to 18 months. When I was thinking this morning what I may say today, I was just thinking back. I had a look at my diary and looked back to the middle of April of last year, 2014, and at that point, Anne Budge's team at Bidco and the team at the Foundation of Hearts were in deep discussions with the Lithuanians in terms of whether or not we could get this particular deal over the line. And the only way that deal was going to go over the line was the support of you and of 8,000 of your fellow supporters who dug deep into their pockets time and time again to keep this club afloat. And we all know how important that is, and Willie's asked us all to think about a memory of the pitch here at Tynecastle would record. But let me just give you my memory here of Tynecastle and then tell you why it's so important for me and for everyone who's associated with this club. I was lifted over the turnstiles in mid-1985 by my father here at Tynecastle. He died shortly afterwards, and my memory of being here and of him, and one of my only memories of him, is him struggling to push me as a rather large child over the turnstiles here at Tynecastle. And that's why Hearts means so much, not just to everybody in this room, and lots and tens of thousands of people across the world, but why it's an integral part of the community here in Edinburgh and particularly in Gorgie. You saved this club, you now own the history of this club, and everybody in here is shaping the future. And 12 months on, the championship flag will be flown above Tynecastle. We're back in the Scottish Premier League. We have a team and a squad and a management team to be proud of, and we have one of the best boards, chairwomen and CEOs in Scottish footballing history, and Anne's shaking up Scottish football, and we should back her in that particular cause.
My name is Colin McCall. I live in Pennycook and I've supported Hearts for many years. A memory that comes to my mind is a Scottish Cup tie, and the scorer of the goal was Gary Mackay, and it was Hearts against Clydebank as far as I can remember. So it was a goal to savour, I have to say.
My name is Neil Stevenson, and my favourite Tynecastle memory is every goal against Hibs.
How have you found the crowds at Tynecastle?
This is the best feeling of the...
An amazing season, and as I mentioned earlier on in the introduction, you've spent your life being in the limelight, if you like, out front, either as a player on the pitch or as a manager at the side of the pitch, and suddenly you're now cast in this role which is kind of in the background. Tell me, are you itching to get down trackside again?
No, I'm loving what I'm doing. I mean, it's you're right, I spent a long time and standing on the touchline or out on the pitch, and as much as I love doing that, I've taken great enjoyment this season, maybe because of how well we've played, but I've taken great enjoyment in being in charge of the football department. And it's not just the first team, because that has been made so much easier for me by the the role that Robbie and his team have played this year. And that's allowed me again to concentrate on other things as well, so the academy and making sure that the staffing right throughout the whole department. There's a lot of work to be done behind the scenes, contrary to what people think, that I sit on my backside and do nothing. So it's been rewarding, that would be the best way of putting it.
And you put together a very detailed plan about the way forward for Hearts, and obviously we're delighted and Budge was happy to buy into that plan. Is that plan still evolving, or is everything shaping up exactly how you want it?
No, not exactly. The plans are great, and it's great to revisit them regularly. And we've made some changes already and things that we'd planned on doing. As I say, when you're trying to do anything that's new and innovative, you need people's support. I've had great support from the board and from Anne in particular, and down through Robbie's department and Roger Arnott at the academy as well. There's a lot of things going on. The most encouraging thing for me is how I feel part of a team, and I think that's the most important thing. Everybody is working so hard to make this work, and that feeling of being rewarded is something that I find, especially for me, I think that's my reward, and I just love being part of it. It's not the same as being out on the pitch, but it feels the same. It feels like everybody's pulling together and working hard to help the club progress.
And we've obviously had the benefit of having tied the league up so quickly, is that we're ahead of all the other teams, and that we can make plans for next season. Are those plans going well?
The time to get the answer for that will be the end of next season, probably. There's a lot of work to be done. There's a lot of changes going to happen. You can't stand still for a minute, and as much as I say, this has been a very rewarding season. You're judged by results, and so we need to look towards next season and try and get stronger and better, and I'm sure we will.
My name is Sam Meekin.
My name's Ross Nichol.
And our
My name is Andrew Stevenson. My favourite memory from Tynecastle is the European game against Bayern Munich, the Ian Ferguson free kick. We knew it was a goal the minute it left his foot.
And our favourite Tynecastle memory is Paul. Sorry, I need to say my favourite, that's my fault, right?
Okay, my name's Alec Mackey. My favourite moment is Donald Ford's winning goal against Rangers in the 1968 Scottish Cup here at Tynecastle.
And my favourite Tynecastle memory is Paul Hartley's penalty against Aberdeen to secure Champions League football in 2006.
And my favourite memory from Tynecastle is from the same game, but when Tynecastle was singing the Champions League song after the match.
Do the dance then.
Champions League, Champions League.
How did Anne get involved with the foundation? Well, we chased her for a wee while, and it wasn't about money, it was about our expertise we wanted. And eventually we got her at the table. And she stuck around, which was fantastic, and I think she stuck around because she's seen the passion, the commitment, the determination of everybody, and she's seen it now as well. 8,000 plus fans sticking their money in is absolutely wonderful. So, what's the saying? Defiance in the face of adversity. That's what the Hearts fans are. Hearts fans and failure are two words that don't go together.
Hi, my name's Harry Bell. My favourite memory was, I can't remember exactly the year, but it must have been around about 75. We're 2-0 down against Lokomotiv Leipzig after a first round European tie. They scored quite early in the first half, I seem to recollect, but we managed to kind of scrape through 5-1. I think was the result, or was it 4-1? I can't remember. It was 5-1.
It's my memory as well.
How appropriate that particular evening was in the long haul.
My name's Bob Campbell. My favourite memory at Tynecastle pitch is before the 5-1 was another 5-1 back in 1976 when Hearts in the European Cup Winners' Cup beat Lokomotiv Leipzig 5-1.
My name's Paul Kidd, and my favourite Tynecastle memory is when Robbo scored the goal that equalled and then broke the all-time scoring record. The rumour was that he was going the next season. This was his last chance against Rangers, and he did it with not very long to spare, and that's my favourite Tynecastle memory.
I mean, the link with the foundation of Hearts obviously has to be strong. How much communication there is between the club itself and the foundation?
Huge amounts. This is a partnership as far as I'm concerned from day one, so it's, yes, we've got a 4 or 5 year plan in place, but we work on a daily basis with the people involved in FoH. They know that we can come into the club at any time. We have regular meetings, weekly, sometimes more often. So no, it's we're all working very, very closely together.
My name is Anne Budge. My favourite memory of Tynecastle has got to be every day we stood in the centre circle, or I stood in the centre circle with my fellow directors and thanked the supporters for all their support this season, and they in turn applauded the directors. It was an amazing moment. However, I've also had I steal something from Robbie Nielsen, who said recently that his favourite moment is probably yet to come, and that will be when we lift the trophy on the 2nd of May. Thank you.
H-E-A-R-T-S. If you can spell it, then here's what it says.